1,2 auf die 200. I mean, are we coming back alive?
Probably not.
Die Jungs in Texas haben nochmal einen anderen Schatten, ne? Schönen guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren. Herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Video der Firma JP Performance GmbH. Ich glaube, man kann nicht so wirklich erkennen, was da hinten los ist. Das ist falsch, was da hinten zu sehen ist. Ich kann euch aber sagen, dieses Video ist ein Leckerchen.
Das ist ein Schmackofatz.
Ein wirkliches Leckerchen, was seinesgleichen sucht. Dieses Video ist für mich auch eine Sache, wo ich dachte, niemals werde ich hier hinkommen. Niemals. Ich kenne den Laden, ich kenne die Sachen, die die bauen. Ihr auch. Das war mal so eine Zeit, wo so ein paar Memes waren. Glaubt mir, das hier ist in Sachen Zahlen und in Sachen Dinge, die wir hier sehen, wird das euch wegschallern. Jetzt geht es ab. Hier ist kein Name, nichts ist hier. Die Adresse darf auch nicht so richtig rauskommen. Wir sind heute bei Calvo Motorsports. So.
How's it going?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How's everything? Sorry, we're in crunch time for a race, so we're getting like boxes here by the day, and you know how that goes. So
yeah, I know.
We're all working in the back. And
no, I'm telling you honestly, I'm very, very happy to be here. I know the company for a long, long time. I have a Viper Gen 5.
Yes, he just told me.
And it was so difficult also to find out what you do, where to contact you. And now he just said, yeah, of course I know the guys. And we can drive by. He said, okay, I expected, okay, it's a 3.5 hour drive. He said, no, it's just 25 minutes down the road. and I was like, no.
That's awesome.
We gotta go there. So I'm super happy. I didn't expect that car to be in here.
Yeah, so that's a buddy of mine's. He lives in Puerto Rico, and they have 35% import tax.
Yeah, he found out later, or you just...
No, he bought it as an investment.
Yeah, okay, got it.
You know, not to put miles on it, and he's like, hey, can I just leave it with you? And I said, sure, so.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's a great, what do you call it, wall art.
Yeah, it is. Well, I think what's crazy about you guys is I just told the people that the amount of power and the amount of speed is crazy. I also got an R8 V10 twin turbo, and I love it. He just said, after a certain speed, your cars are way faster. Is that true?
You know, I think everything's an evolution, right? When Motec released the plug-and-play kit for the R8, that began that began the evolution over the one or two people that could actually build them. And there was, you know, a transmission learning, drivetrain learning, all the same stuff we went through, you know, suspension stuff, things like that.
Are there other people than you who really is in the game of Vipers that much?
Nth Moto.
That's only two, right?
Yeah. You have Todd at ANC. He does a few cars here and there. He builds a good car, you know, but I don't think as many as, he hasn't been doing them as long as Aaron has. He's always been like the head cam supercharger Gen 2, Gen 3 guy. You know, and he's now, now he's just getting into the twin turbo. He went 230.5 miles the other day with one of his customer cars. But yeah, that's, I mean,
let's have a look, man.
Yeah, sorry,
don't say sorry.
Yeah, we just got these for the Performante. They're made here in Austin.
This is stuff that we don't see in Germany. We don't drive these tires because you can drive them on the fucking street, man. This is something what we can't. I mean, the world where we live in, and I think the stuff that we do already is way off limit. Because TUV and all that, it makes it so difficult. But when he told me, when we would twin turbo our Viper, you can't see it really, right? When the car is open.
No, I have some here. You can see.
I guess you have some here.
Before we go there, I'll show you something kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was a perfectly running car when it came in here.
Okay. I mean, maybe you don't know, there are some accident cars.
Yeah, no, it was. It's crazy. It was a 94,000 mile. ACR. These two brothers, the family owns a bunch of tire shops all over Texas.
Yes.
And they bought a white one and a silver one.
Yeah.
Same color combo. And they daily drove them since day one. So, yeah.
And you do that because of security and weight things to make them lighter?
What, the
tube frame? Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, so in order to get a certification on the cage, there's a lot of rules. This bar can only be so many inches from this bar, the welds have to be X amount of thickness, and it's proving to be very difficult to do in a Viper because, you know, most of the big drag cars are older.
I mean, of course, I mean, these joint points, to change them, to make them, close them up flat, and put a tube frame, we're building cars like that too, and I know.
The car's welded to the table.
Yeah.
It can't actually move.
One day you will take it off.
Yeah, it's getting there.
So how many twin turbo Vipers did you build so far? I think, is there any in Germany? I think no.
There was, you know who Daniel Weber is?
Daniel Weber, yes. think. Yeah.
He owns LCE.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. He sent his to AIM, where mine's been for.
Yeah, they do ES Motors.
Yeah, ES Motors.
I also work with them. I got a 992 and 997.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, they did mine too. ES Motors does a nice job.
Yeah, Emery. Yeah.
They really run. No, but this is really something. that's still some work.
Oh yeah, it'll be done. We're trying to have it ready for TX2K next year.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And of course you're allowed to drive it on the street.
No, this is never going to be driven on the street again.
Because you get problems.
It's not going to have it's not going to have a radiator. It's going to be a methanol billet block with no coolant through it. Yeah.
So you have Viper billet blocks.
Yes.
Why? Because what I heard is how much power they can take. Is there really a need for it?
They move around at 3,000 wheel, even like 2,500. Here, I'll come show you.
3,000 wheel. Wait a second. Flo, ganz kurz. Guck dir mal die Größe der Lader an. What kind of size turbos is that?
Twin 80s.
And what's the power goal in this?
Like 2,800.
Ich habe euch gesagt, Leute, das wird ein richtiges Leckerchen. Wirklich. Hast du gehört, wie er 2.800 PS gesagt hat? Just like that. I mean, serious?
Yeah.
This is, and the spool comes when? Next day or when?
No, you spray it. Don't matter, spray it. That you want to hear something crazy? You're not going to believe me.
Just spray it.
That car was the black. It was an Elite 8 at TX2K.
Yes.
It placed 7th out of the 8, right? So you're talking 8 fastest cars in the world, right?
Right.
It has 2 stages of nitrous. One in the intake manifold, direct port.
Yes.
That's a 400, and then we had another 150 on a scramble. We were paired up against Kevin Howarth from Underground in the yellow STO, and he says, "Pull the fucking jets totally out, or put the biggest jet in there."
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, so it worked out to be about an 800 shot, but we only usually spray on the hit to get out and then let the boost take over. That car usually runs like, it maxes out at like, turbos are capped at like 45 pounds, right? So no, this is what you're gonna laugh about. So we sprayed an 800 shot the whole way. We never turned the nitrous off, and the turbos went to 57 pounds. So 57 pounds of boost
in this shit. So what kind of gearbox is in that?
This had an EMCO, a custom EMCO we had made, but we're switching everything over to TH400s, automatics. Like
I know the TH. I mean, we don't use it in Germany at all. We ZF, HP, this kind of stuff, but they're pretty cheap, right? The TH400, no?
For a built one that handles like 4,500, 30 grand with the
3,500.
No, 4,500 to 5,000.
What?
Horsepower.
You got a problem.
No, but it's the same transmission that they use.
No, just cool down. I'm a German little boy, you know. You putting out numbers that we never heard of. We can put them in the calculator, but
they use like that's a M&M Mark Mickey trans. It was in 95% of pro mods. It's a try to you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just buy something that's.
No, I know. So 5,000.
I mean, some of the pro mods are making 6,000 now.
Yeah. Okay.
There was, I don't think it was Mark Mickey, I think it was somebody else either driving the Mark Mickey car or something in Bradenton. It trapped 278 miles an hour in the quarter mile.
In the quarter mile? Miles? 278?
270, so 200
in kilometers?
Is 500 something, right? Hold on.
Viertelmeile.
No, here, I'll do it right now. 278 miles per hour.
2 km/h.
Yeah, 450 kilometers an hour.
In something like this?
No, it's more something like that car. It's in. They're called pro mods.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they're like you have to have steel quarters on them still. Or
what's the highest horsepower you ever built?
Probably that.
And that's how much power then?
We were estimating on that run probably like 36 to 3,800. But yeah, look underneath first.
So it's Motec. I see Motec everywhere.
Yeah, Motec. We have our tuner. He writes his own firmware, does all of his own CAN bus.
See, actually, that's where they take the air from, right there.
It's a race car, man.
Digga, ganz kurz, Flo. Ich komme gerade überhaupt nicht klar. Das da ist der Lader, einer von 2. Jetzt könnt ihr piepen, wie wollt. So, pass auf, das da ist so groß, das ist einer von diesen Jungs, die ganzen Golf 2 R32 Turbos fahren. Die fahren einen von denen, okay? Einen von denen und das ist dann richtig was los. Hier ist das Abgasgehäuse drin, raus, um die Ecke und dann ist da das Ende. So how does something like this drive? Oh, it drives some too.
Yeah, oh yeah. We spin this engine to 9,400 RPM.
Was? 9.400 Umdrehungen? Ich wusste, dass das ist so wirklich einer der Punkte gerade für mich. In dieser ganzen Autobau-Turbo-Welt, ich verstehe kein Wort gerade. Kein Wort. Guck mal, wenn wir so 600, 700, 800 PS, guck mal mit unserem BMW B58 1000 PS, wir so wuh.
Wir giggeln.
Ne? So when you hear 1000 HP, it's for you just like, yeah, have a nice day, man.
Next one.
I think my wife's Cayenne almost makes that. Like 7 something to the tire.
Okay, so how much do you have to spend to build something like that?
Something like this. Like if you wanted to replicate
These
this
little
car,
throttle bodies, take that power. Okay.
if you brought us a stock Viper and you wanted to do something like this, 500 to 600 grand.
Because you destroy so much on the way? Or is it really in this one-time build?
The motor, 130 grand.
I see this. What's that for? You lift the cover because the cams are so big? No, there's no cams.
There's
the
no
lifters?
the rocker arms.
The rocker arms
Yeah.
are so high. See, rocker arms are for us German also something we don't know.
No, yeah,
We don't-
unless it's an air-cooled Porsche.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
no, Lambos have rocker arms.
Which one? No.
Yes, they do.
On the V10?
Yes, 100% they have. I built a lot of those engines. They have rocker arms on them.
Okay.
They don't have a push rod attached to it, but they have a rocker arm.
Yeah, okay, but not that the cam is...
No. It's dual overhead cam on it. Yeah,
of
but
course.
they have rocker arms.
A German engineer would never do that. Never ever do that. Flo, come on here. So the intercooler pipe goes here?
Yeah.
On all your kits?
No, this is like race car stuff. Like the turbos are not in the same spot on these. Like this is a full blown.
Just hit the moon.
Yeah, the guy doesn't live in this country. This used to be my car. I bought it brand new in 2014, and this was our development car. And then a buddy of mine hit me up when I had it. I was trying to buy some property in the back entrance of Circuit of the Americas, and I had to sell some stuff.
Yeah.
And he bought it, so kind of have like a little.
But this is dangerous. I mean, traction-wise, because my Viper, Gen 5 Viper, I think even a stock Viper, so what he told me, is more dangerous to drive.
Yeah, than one of ours.
Than the Motec.
It's not just the Motec; it's the suspension, the tires. Like you just get rid of those Pirellis on that car,
yeah.
and it will hook 10 times better. Also, what year is your car? It's an ACR?
No.
Oh.
No. But we converted to ACR. We got a spoiler.
So
and
it was
everything.
originally the blue and white stripes.
It was no. It's now it is, but we wrapped it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like you got to realize,
black one.
2013, these cars are 12 years old.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter the mileage anymore. It's
just gone.
It's just gone. So half the cars we come in here, the alignments aren't right. You know, and they're not right from the factory. Like I hate to say it, Dodge's quality control is beyond subpar. I love the cars. I just had a very good friend of mine borrow my ACR today to pick up his daughter. She's graduating high school today, and he goes, "Hey man, can I borrow your ACR? I want to go." And I said, "Yeah, of course, take it." And he was Al-Anabi racing in Qatar.
No.
Okay, they're like one of the biggest pro mod fucking.
Okay.
One of the sheikhs owns it, and he's obsessed with drag racing.
Okay.
And my buddy, his name's Billy Stockland. He is the man when it comes to being a crew chief on a drag team. If his name, he's world famous. Yeah, they call him the king of data. He'll tell you what's wrong, what needs this chassis set up, this, that. And he's got a bunch of old muscle cars, right? And he goes, "Hey, can I take your Viper?" I say, "Yeah, sure, go for it." And he called me, he goes, "Man, these things are fucking really cool." You know, I'm like, "Yeah, aren't they?" And I'm like, "You just got to take everything and just
twist it,
tweak it. It's not like we don't do it to all the other cars anyway."
Because we have our own little racetrack, and I found out that the Viper has the most lap time records in the world.
Yeah.
So we tried to beat all the Porsche times that we have with the Viper, and we were still far away. And we really put some work into handling to make it handle well, but it was still not there, to be honest. So
what shocks are on your car?
It's now KW wanted to build something, and they're still working on it because it's the length a little bit too short. So what you got now? Yeah.
Penske's on everything. We put Penske's. It's a custom setup we have made for us. We were using DSC Tractive before and the fucking junk. It's more gimmicky than it's just
low.
I call it a reactive system instead of a proactive system. Like the shock should be working the whole time. not
impact and then
not taking data in and then changing it, you know? The other problem was like we couldn't get a single car to ever ride the same. You know, like it was something in, I don't know, the firmwares or this or that.
And that's a Gambala Mirage, or was that? Or it's just a body kit?
Bastard child of a fucking nightmare. It started off as a GT2. Yeah, I'll tell the fucking person who built that thing fucking that to their face. They ruined a fucking nice car. So apparently it's got cup heads on it. So it started its life off as a 996 turbo.
So it was four-wheel drive?
No, I'm sorry, GT2.
It was a GT2, okay.
Yeah, it was
because
a GT2.
When I see this, it had to be, I'm pretty sure it was a GT2. Yeah.
No, it was a GT2, and then they ruined it.
I mean, the potential is nice.
No, they ruined the car.
No, but the potential in a car like, the engine like that.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
So who built it?
Some retards in California. The intercooler is now in the back seat.
Now? I mean, they're still here.
No, that's an oil cooler.
That's oil now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, they made a shitty fucking intercooler, and they mounted it in the back deck. Yeah. You know, and they have a roof scoop.
I saw it.
Yeah, and well, the problem is, where does it vent? Right on top of the motor. Yeah. So then these other, I don't know, so it's on a Motec M800.
Okay.
And they claimed it made 1100 wheel, right?
Yeah.
So put it on the dyno, first pull was like 380 horsepower. All the...
So no boost.
No, it was on like 7 pounds of gate or something.
Yeah.
So we turn it up and it runs out of fuel. Like it didn't have enough pump in it.
Customers can come here. You guys build and you map also here? No.
Yeah. Dyno's right here.
Ich habe euch gesagt, das ist eine komplett andere Welt hier. Oh, you dyno like that? Okay.
Yeah, you just back it in.
Your neighbors are not with you?
I'm zone heavy industrial. Nobody can say anything.
Nobody can say. Okay, good. Crazy.
Yeah, we were dynoing one of the race cars at like 3 o'clock in the morning once for the cops game.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, I don't do this often. I don't want to be at work at 3 a.m. It's dire need, and we were doing it for 30 minutes. Like, I can tell you to go fuck off, but I get you're doing your job, but I'm zone heavy industrial. There's no sound limits or anything around here.
Yeah. So this all turbo, right?
Yeah.
It's louder than a normal one.
Oh yeah.
For Germany, it will be too loud.
We just did a 9-liter for a guy in California, and he goes, he built the car actually a few years ago, and he went a little too overboard. Like he had a 1-to-1 6-gear sequence. What he thought he was gonna get was a race car that he could go to Laguna Seca and then like not piss his wife off when he drove home with it, and it like
No.
dude, it came off the trailer, and he's like, bro.
He's like, bro.
He's like, I can't drive this, and I'm like, you told me to build you an 800 horsepower NA 9-liter car to go track. There's no.
What do you expect?
There was no mufflers on it. It was titanium exhaust, like on a 12.5 to 1 compression, like
that high.
Oh yeah, I love compression. I love boost.
Me too.
I love compression and boost.
Yeah, you just good fuel, high compression, a lot of boost, and you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So you run on E85. The highest you run on these Vipers are 11.
No.
High on E85.
On pump gas, we run 12.5 to 1.
No man.
On an NA car.
Oh, okay. On an NA car. So how much power are you able to build on an NA engine then?
800. The most we've done is 820 something to the tire.
Okay, so when I can send you my Viper engine.
Yeah.
And you map it, and no, but you get different gas though.
Just you can take the Motec. We can do it over.
So how much is then an high NA Viper engine?
If you send me the motor, it's like 45 grand.
And it makes then that power? And they run, right? But again, I'm the same customer like the other one. It's too loud for Germany. That's what I forgot.
But so let me finish the story. There's a second part. So he's a very indecisive, not indecisive. What is it called when you're like, oh man, I'm trying to think of the word. He gets something in the head and it has to happen that second, right?
Yeah.
So
like me.
Yeah. Well, he got it in his head that this car is never going to work for him, and he took it to Laguna Seca, and he calls me, man, this thing is 800 horsepower, 1-to-1 6-gear sequential, dry sumped, surge tank.
Nice.
We set the suspension up right for him, and
nice.
He goes, man, this car is fucking. He goes, I'm not a good driver, and I was 2 seconds or 3 seconds off from Randy Post's that lap record.
Yeah.
Right. So he sells the car to this guy, buys a GT3 RS, a few other cars, goes through them all, and he goes, man, I miss my fucking Viper. So he buys the Viper back.
Too loud.
Buys it, no. We had it perfect for him. We took the titanium exhaust off and the whole side sill was one big muffler. It was barely louder than stock.
Nice.
Like you would never know that this thing.
That's my shit.
Yes. Because I'll tell you, my car, I only have one muffler, and how old are you now?
I'm 44.
Okay, I'll be 41 next month, and I'm like, I don't want my car to be loud anymore.
No, me too.
I'm like, I
enjoy it fast and quiet.
I'm like, I don't care fucking hearing turbo noises. I don't care about fucking. Yeah, I just fucking want to get in it. I don't want it to smell. I guess we're old now, you know.
See, he's my friend. See, he's still young, and he always wants to convince me, spoiler bigger and louder. Bigger spoiler and louder. I say no.
Or like, take the seats out, take the interior out. Take,
no.
I'm like adding sound. You know,
isolation.
They're kids these days, like, you know, we did the same shit when we were in high school and stuff. Pull all the insulation out, pull the car for weight savings. The fucking thing makes, you know, one of these things,
Boost.
Your average car makes 1,500 horsepower. You think fucking 100 pounds is gonna make a difference for the unhappiness of the passenger, any date you ever go on, or your wife,
gone.
You know, gone.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It makes no difference. Once you felt really boost and real power, and then you think of 50 kilos out, you go like, you know what? You can put 100 kilos in, and it won't make. Maybe it goes better.
He puts fucking sandbags.
Yeah, in the back. That's what I'm saying. Even if you make the car heavier, it will.
I don't think it does
better.
anything because his times are still the same with him, but it's a mental thing for him.
Is there anything that we can feel or hear for a minute?
Yeah, hey Kendall!
Because he said to me, it's faster than the R8 Twin Turbos. Digga, wo sind wir hier gelandet? Das hoffe ich auch.
Take him for a ride in your car real quick. Just right there on the feeder. Just do like a second through, like fourth gear hit. No, on the feeder. Like, go under moped, wait for traffic, and then just nail it right there. I've hit like 170 on that thing before.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. Kendall.
Kendall's got an R8 and a...
no, R8? I know R8.
No, he's got a Viper and an R8. Yeah,
okay, good.
How much power does your car make? Like 2,000?
Yeah, close to 2,000.
And how long you have it?
This is my second one, but this one I've had for about a year.
And you got an R8 Twin Turbo?
It's about to be.
About to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you drove Twin Turbos, so how big do you see the difference between the Viper and the R8s?
Because they're way different.
Way?
Yeah, just completely different animals.
You go like, see? Told you.
Seriously, they're just...
Listen, I've had a decent amount of cars in my life, right?
Yeah.
And I've driven a lot of cars.
Yeah,
right?
I can hear that.
The Viper is one of the most fun cars. Now, 60 to
You
130.
got sequential?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
You know, 60 to 130, you're never gonna be faster than forward-driven wheels with a DCT.
Yeah.
I was saying, they have figured everything out now,
Yeah.
and it, like, the sequential is never gonna shift faster than a DCT. Nothing will ever shift faster than a DCT. It's already got the power in the next gear before you even apply it. Yeah, you know, that was, if you watch this car race Kevin, even spraying the 800 shot to come back into boost, or just the shift, that's when Kevin pulled a car every shift.
Every shift.
Every shift he pulled one car. He was slowly creeping away, but every shift it pulled a car. Yeah, if you look at, he had about 3.5, 4 cars on us.
Would you say it's very difficult to drive?
No, it takes just a little bit to figure out. Once you figure it out, it's pretty straightforward. And the dog works, like, these transmissions are just, they're hardcore, they're super jerky. That's the only downside, but I really enjoy them. That's why I got another one.
Was this an ICR?
Yeah, this is here.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're loud like that.
Shit. That's a shift.
Yeah.
Why is it so hot?
You know, and like the regular transmissions that are in these are super smooth, like really buttery, and then once you get into the sequential, they're a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, my gearbox I have a normal Viper Gen 5, and we converted the look from an ACR.
Okay.
Put an exhaust on it, and that's it. Lower it, made some wheels for it, gone. When does the boost comes in? Boost comes in when?
It's like 4,000 RPM.
Traction was already working, all right?
No, once we hit the freeway, you really feel it. But like, it's just more violent than the R8s. It just feels a little bit more crazy.
This?
Yeah.
tough. Would you recommend to do that?
What's that?
A build like that?
Yeah, for sure. Even like, I would say start with the lower build and then work your way up, because even the 1300 feels crazy fast. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's a Nordschleife.
Yeah.
There's a little logo.
Ja.
Guck mal hier. Ja. Also das Getriebe, Leute, ist sehr hart. Also wirklich, wirklich hart. Is it a lot of torque to pull?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
guys won't believe what happened.
What?
Come.
You think somebody will come out and replace this like today, or?
No, you usually have to order this fucking thing. Did it hit the car?
No, it just hit here, dude.
You're lucky that that's 500, 600 bucks.
That's crazy, man.
Did you at least get on it?
Yeah, we hit 170 and then 120.
Yeah. We get on it.
How did it feel?
It felt great. It's not dangerous at all. It feels safe. It feels fine.
Straight, right?
Dead straight. You feel the power. I know exactly what everybody means now, because he was laughing because he was happy. One time I went in an Aventador twin turbo, and I really shit my pants because we were going 3 lanes. We were going all over the place because of the gearbox, stopping, going aggressive. But this is a whole different story. Super smooth, super cool. I understand the price 100%. It's worth the money 100%. Nein, es fährt toll. Es fährt toll. Es ist überhaupt nicht, wie man denkt. Es ist einfach nur unfassbar schnell. Es ist wirklich unglaublich schnell. Und es ist einfach kaum zu stoppen. Es ist so viel Kraft. So viel Kraft. Und du merkst, die Power kommt erst nach 100, 200 und dann schlägt er den R8. Ich würde sagen, 100, 200 ist der R8 ganz, ganz leicht vorne. Und danach ist das hier einfach ein Zug, ein D-Zug, wie so eine Space-Rakete. Und dann geht das ab, das fasst du nicht. Das ist wirklich, wirklich komplett Wahnsinn. Auch die Schönheit so in dem ganzen Auto. Das Steuergerät macht eine ganz, ganz andere Geschichte. Also Steuergerät und Getriebe machen das Auto. Und es hat nichts mit der Viper zu tun, die wir haben. Wir haben sowas hier. Und Schalten und all das hat gar nichts damit zu tun. Das ist ein ganz anderes Auto, ganz anderes Auto. Also Getriebe ist ultra laut, ne? Also,
das ist geil, oder?
Nee, nicht in den Gängen, im Schalten. Wenn du cruist,
also
du erschreckst dich.
Knallt,
ja,
oder?
du erschreckst dich tierisch. Ich habe mich immer noch erschrocken, gerade beim auf den Hof fahren, nach 30 Minuten durch die Gegend fahren, erschreckst du dich immer noch, weil das macht so das ist, also die Gearbox ist super laut. Also ich bin total begeistert. Ich quatsch mal mit ihm, was das irgendwie kostet. Aber es klingt jetzt echt verrückt, aber diese 300.000, ich verstehe die voll. Voll, weil das Auto fährt super stabil. No, I'm just saying that this money that you asked for it is super understandable because
this package,
it's a different car. It's not only the engine and power.
It's a complete package.
Yeah, you don't have to take care of the rest because the Motec with the gearbox in combination, how the boost steps in and everything.
Suspension.
The driver doesn't have to be a super highly intelligent guy.
No, it doesn't.
Go. No, thank you very much. And that you arranged that with the wood. The experience with the glass?
Yeah.
I mean, you are...
Yes, I arranged that.
Yeah, man. And you're entertaining pure. Okay, bis morgen oder Montag. Ciao.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my clock, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100.